Next up, we have Promises by Kabuki, featured in Geometry Dash, is my understanding. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here musically. So if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member, all that good stuff. Once again, everybody, if we somehow hit 10,000 subscribers before Christmas of 2025 on YouTube, which is an actual possibility, it blows my mind. So thank you again for being here. If we somehow hit 10,000, I will take a single fan fiction of the choice of the community, whatever y'all want, and I will fully produce, record, and voice act an audiobook for it. This has to be achieved through legitimate and honest means only. No account duping, no botting, no buying followers, no rat behaviors. Instead, share the videos with your friends, with your families, with your family's friends, with your friends' families. Those are two distinct concepts, by the way. Use the YouTube hype feature. I don't know how it works, but we have a group on the Discord that does, so check out the Discord link down below, and we have go coordinate with them. Bring me more artists to collaborate with. Do not harass anyone, do not spam anyone, no rat behavior. The members get early access to the content if you're a paid member on YouTube. I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you are a paid member on YouTube, you get access to all the videos, or at least the LFAs, for the week on Saturdays when I schedule them. So become a member today. So it's regardless of the tier that you're in, by the way. Disclaimers. Number one, this is my first time listening to this, so I will be pausing a lot, and I will be speaking a lot, as I will be pointing things out or explaining things as I hear them or as I realize them. And number two, this is recorded live on stream on a single take. I already stumbled upon my words. I will do it again. Whatever happens, happens. With that being said, let's do this. Promises. Let's go. Okay, so we start with a very mouse wheel. We start with a very lovely kind of like opaque drum set with chords. I think the chords are side chained. Side chaining means that whenever the drums hit, usually the bass drum hits, everything else gets the volume kind of turned up, down, and then back up. And we're basically just getting our initial chord progression, so our accompaniment. Accompaniment being the backing track, the backing band that accompanies the main melody. We haven't received any melody so far, but we did get a couple of chord changes over there. We are mainly introducing the beat and the harmony with this. So let's see. You're okay with fade-ins? Yeah, fade-ins are okay. Fade-ins are nowhere near as bad as fade-outs. Fade-outs just mean you didn't finish the music. Fade-in it can be done for more artistic purposes. In this case, the beat starting just like that and the beat being faded in makes very little difference idea-wise. So the fade-in is more of a, this is not, the music is approaching you and you are being introduced to it, whereas a fade-out just means the artist did not finish the music. So yeah, let's see what's worse, fade-in, fade-out? Fade-out, hands down. Fade-in is an introduction. I consider it to be 100% valid and 100% viable because, as I just said, it just gives you that essence of coming into existence. And there is very, like, the thing is, structurally, there's very little difference from the track just starting at full volume and you fading it in, idea-wise. It's more of a texture thing when it fades in. And in this case, it's not so much fading in as it's being EQ'd in. So, I have to start with the idea of EQ. So, EQ, or equalization, is a concept that we have in music. It's something that you can get, that you can manipulate based on the sound frequencies that exist. Many rounds usually do 5 on half streams. This is the first one. So when it comes to frequencies, audio, sound happens in audio waves, and audio waves are measured in frequency. The lower the frequency, the lower the sound. The higher the frequency, the higher the pitch. So human beings, we have an audio range of, a hearing range of 20 hertz all the way to 20,000 hertz or 20 kilohertz. This is what we are designed for. Most of us past the age of like 5 will start having that reduced. If you're somebody in your 20s or 30s, chances are your hearing is now going to be around the range of maybe 30 hertz down to maybe 19 or even 18,000 hertz, somewhere like that. So there are legitimately sounds that younger people can hear and older people cannot. It simply is. And Jay from YT, welcome today. How you doing? Thank you for the follow. Can you react to my album? Not right now. We're doing this one. Let's see. One song at a time as well. So yes, that is equal. That is the range of hearing for most people. And then equalization is the manipulation of this. Just because the sound I am emitting is emitting certain frequency doesn't mean the rest of the spectrum doesn't exist. So the way equalization works is that usually you're going to have some sort of visualizer, usually in some way like this. Then you're gonna have your little thing, so 20 hertz to 20k kilohertz, and I wrote it wrong, but whatever. Then you have your audio wave over here, and this is where you're gonna see the things. And then when it comes to EQing, you can say, okay, I want to make this audio wave sound more bassy, so we're gonna take the lower frequencies and we're gonna turn them up. And we're going to take the higher frequencies and we're going to turn them down. And when you have active equalization, which is what has happened over here, you have that it's more on the bassy side, and as it fades up, as it fades in, we are slowly turning the bass down, we're slowly turning the highers up so that it becomes less bassy, more clear, and yeah, we get this. Let's see where it goes. We're continuing the chord progression, and we have one. Oh, it's still part of the same notes. All right. And immediately we go off the ramp. Off the ramp being a colloquial term that I use. Colloquial, by that I mean there's no official academic term for this, or at least I'm not using it for the sake of simplicity. And in this case, off the ramp is what I call a transition. It can be as short as a couple of beats. It can be as long as an entire section. And the purpose of it is to make your listeners feel suspended up in the air, the mercy of inertia, waiting to see where you land kind of thing. How do you do that? Remove the drums. Maybe the bass as well. We're 30 seconds in, and we just went off the ramp. We have removed the drums, we have removed the side chaining, and now we're just holding down the notes. And by the way, during the intro, we did have one high synth at the very top doing what is called a pedal note. Note or tone. It still bothers me. Ever since I realized it, note, you swap the N for the T, and you get tone. I don't know why it upsets me so much. Especially, no, I know why it upsets me, because the academics will always give you shit if you use the wrong term, note or tone. And it turns out, yeah, you just swap the letters around, and that's it. And that's it. And that's it. And these are like you get hammered in your head for years in academia, being like, these are two separate terms. They're not familiar. They're not the same thing. They're no. And it turns out, no, they fucking are. So let's see where this goes. So like a Wordle epiphany. I don't play Wordle. Oh, and we have, while we bring these synths with we move the pedal tones. Fine, the pedal tone is just the note that you hold, right? And we now have the chords being played on the higher end, and we bring our piano with our initial motif. Motif being the smallest version of your musical idea, the essence from which everything else comes from. Very lovely, especially because, you know, it's very, very dramatic, very nostalgic in that sense when you're aiming for those higher frequencies. Zelmek, welcome today, man. How you doing? Let's see. Oh, beautiful. So we're slowly developing the melody. There's the motif now at full speed. Developing. All right, so now we bring this new synth on a slightly lower end, bringing us a bit of more of a beat, of a rhythm to this, while we now repeat the motif. Pretty much, I think it's a full recapitulation. We're just developing more and more. How fucked is the world? Very and not at all. The world is a wonderful place and a horrible place at the same time. Yes. And also, I saw a comment with "Where is Dolores Delano?" I'm gonna have to clarify that that is a reference to an image we just looked at, because, believe it or not, Chile, they had so many instances of parents giving their children horrible names, like Dolores Delano, which means anus pains, that the government had to issue an official declaration to, an official declaration that bans the names. Like, here it is. Like, you can pause this if you want. Every single one of these names is a pun for some sort of horrible name. I'm not gonna go into depth for it, but I just want to give context for the people in the video, because somebody was just like, oh, let's see if Dolores Delano's in the chat. So yeah, no, there you go. You can pause this if you want and ask your Spanish-speaking friends. Like, ask a Spanish-speaking friend what these names mean, and yeah, there you go. Anyway, so, let's continue. So yes, we're getting the synth bringing in, and the melody is slowly developing. I think it's repeating, flat out. Very beautiful melody. And we're slowly equalizing it further off the ramp, and we bring in the drums. We have everything except the melody. Oh, it's a lovely drum beat. Everything except the melody. So we're repeating everything. We're just repeating with the drums here. Focusing, letting you absorb that. No, the melody is still there. The melody is in the high synth, playing those pedal notes. They're no longer pedal notes. Now they are an elongation of the motif. Elongation is when you take a musical idea and you slow it down. And right now, you know how the melody was playing at a decent speed, whatever the rhythm was. Now we're taking each individual note and just playing it throughout the entire duration of each repetition of the chords, and that's where we're putting the motif. It's not unusual. It's just very nice when you have it as a flying melody like that. Flying melody! Flying melody is another colloquial term that I use. This one is for when you have a somewhat busy or otherwise occupied rhythm section or accompaniment, so drums, bass, maybe the chords, and up above you have a melody that is slower, simpler than everything else, flying above the layout that you have created, the landscape that you have created. If you want to hear another couple of songs that have a really good example of what I call a flying melody, listen to the climax of the song Roxanne from the musical Moulin Rouge. There's one version on YouTube with Ewan McGregor as the singer. So whenever he starts singing, "Why does my heart," that part, everything else is going absolutely bonkers, and Ewan's singing is the flying melody. Another one is, I believe it's "Good to Be King." I think it is, from the Journey to Bethlehem. This one is Antonio Banderas's singing when he's in the chorus. Mine is the kingdom. That part. That's another flying melody. And by the way, that song right there, Antonio Banderas plays Herod, which is like the bad guy during that. A really good introduction for a villain. Incredible introduction for a villain. So yes, we those two, we have a flying melody to a more subtle extent over here. Let's see where it goes. When will I mention the mirror? Soon enough. We EQ this thing. There's the motif again. We switched it from another one. And we bring in delay to the melody. So, since this, of course, is composed and recorded using digital and virtual instruments, echo becomes not a very viable thing to do. it's fairly tricky to do, because you can't. You have to emulate it. You can't just record it naturally, because these samples are not designed for it. So when it comes to that, we emulate echo using one of two effects. One of them is reverb, and the other one is delay. So reverb is, and these two can be pictured in different ways, right? So reverb, you can imagine yourself in an empty room, as small as just, you know, when you move to a new house or you enter an empty space, there's this bit of echo, or a church, or an auditorium, or a concert hall, something like that, empty, right? So there's no other sound that is happening. You're the only source of sound, and you can hear your echo kind of immediately. Delay is a little bit more, well, delayed, which is, imagine yourself at a mountain range or at the Grand Canyon, something like that, and you scream, echo, 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 echo. That is delay. And these are emulated via digital tools that exist. So, reverb is layered echoes, while delay is like legit echo. So yes, it's more short and long term, because both of them are still echo. The echo you hear on a church, in an empty church, that's still echo. That is still echo. It's just at a shorter range. It's just a smaller scale. So, let's see where this goes. Why are you saying that, Dan? Or not, Dan? We're repeating it. We're basically just... We're repeating everything, just introducing... And now we're doing partial, we're just partially quoting the motif. We're not doing the entire melody, we're just doing the initial motif. So, physics says delay is actual echoes. It's pronounced echoes, because it is both of them are still echo. Like, the physical principle is still the same. It's just more pronounced the farther you are from where the sound, when the sound bounces off. Because in a closed space such as a church, the sound is going to travel maybe a couple dozen meters, and then it bounces back. Whereas in a place like the Grand Canyon, the sound has to travel a lot further. But it's still the same principle. It's still the same principle, just in a smaller scale. So they're both still actual echoes. It's just that the one in delay is the one that we know more as echo, because it's the one that is more pronounced. So it's colloquial. So yeah. Well, but yeah, do not sacrifice your sleep schedule to watch this. The videos will go up. All right, let's see where this goes. There we go. We're developing that a little bit. And we are adding a call and response to the melody. So now we have the first motif being played on the higher synth, and now we're having the second part of the motif being played a little bit lower in what is called a call and response. Call response, first instrument starts the thing, stops, second starts, second one stops, first one continues, call, response, back and forth, that kind of stuff. So, do you sacrifice yourself for these streams? I sacrifice part of my social life, yeah? Like, this is my choice. Yeah, but it's because I have plenty to gain. Saying welcome today, how you doing? So yeah, let's see where this goes. And because I want to, yeah. So yeah, you can hear it back and forth. Call and response. No, Dan, we're not going to delete the quotes now. Off the ramp we go! This is very chill, yeah. Now we bring the melody to this vocal, sample? That sounds like singing, just singing. So we're today, good sing. Glad to hear that. We slow everything down. And we are bringing back the motifs a little bit, one at a time, making that build up once again. Oh, and very fast. Ooh! And we engage in a very, very little tiny bit of rhythmic displacement just now to drop the beat. So yes, we're just repeating everything we've been doing before. It's a good thing that we've been just very chill with the chord progression and everything. So it's very nice to hear it repeated. And then rhythmic displacement, right? So rhythmic displacement. So when you're making music, you're doing one of two things. You are building tension or you are resolving that tension. That point in between we call a cadence. So, rhythmic displacement in this case is when we take that moment of resolution, that cadence, and we put a little bit of silence in between. And what this does is it creates a little bit of phantom tension that then gets added to the resolution, giving that resolution a little bit more strength. So let's hear that again. So... same chord progression, now it's a lot more pronounced. Barry, welcome today, man. How you doing? Octascario, welcome today. Ooh, what did these people do to deserve their quotes getting cemented in history forever? Say them, is what they did. Yeah, that's how you get quoted. You get quoted by saying things that people then decide to take out of context and add to the quote book. That's the point of our quote book. The point of our quote book is that we take things out of context and we just keep them there. Yeah, that's the whole idea of the quote book. And it has been since, like, 2017 when I started the first quote book. The whole idea of it is to keep things out of context. There's no context for it. Just what you said, what was said, and who said it. That's it. That's the quote. You can make up whatever context you want in your mind. What's the context? We don't know. It was just there. Could it be a super innocent conversation? Could it be something that we said during the video game? I don't know. I don't remember. So, yeah, that's why. Let's see where this goes. It's okay, Barry. No worries. Okay, so right now what we had the synth in the high end giving us that elongated version of the motif while having those elongated version of the motif while having the drums and the synths, the chords being side-chained to a similar rhythm to what we were doing before. Right now we had a little bit of toning down, so let's see where this goes. Oh, we EQ out and back in! Oh, new version of the motif, very lovely. A little bit higher, variation. Very nice. Ooh, nice. So yeah, now we bring in, man, this is what I'm gonna have to bring up the mirror. So we now change it so that the side chaining is so pronounced that we have the side chaining on everything except the melody, and you can hear it. It's giving us this quasi call-in response moment, and it's beautiful. So it just goes to show how important your rhythm section really is, because all we did was highlight something else in the rhythm, and it works. How tall am I? I am 175 centimeters, so that's like 5'8". I don't know. I went to like 3 separate hospitals back in Boston. They ranged anywhere from 5'8" to 5'10", 5'11", even some. So I don't trust the American measurements. I am 175. I'm 175 centimeters. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, so if you want to hear an example of more exaggerated of this, of how important your rhythm section can be, listen to the intro of The Mirror by Dream Theater. So The Mirror by Dream Theater is a very peculiar thing, because the first minute of it is the guitar doing the exact same thing. John, 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 John. 99% of streams are talking, yes, and the videos. I say at the start that that's what we're gonna be doing. So yes, intro, John, 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 John. Drums, bass, keyboard, just completely switching things around over and over and over again. There are moments when it's genuinely difficult to tell that the guitar is still doing the exact same thing. It's an absolutely wonderful thing, and now to a less obvious extent, we are having the same thing with this track going on right now. Fluffy, welcome today. How you doing? Let's see where it goes. Oh, the bass is so nice. So now we let the bass shine a little bit more as well. We have that pedal tone at the top, holding that note at the very, very top. All right, we removed some of the louder elements. We're recapitulating some of the earlier stuff. We're in the outro territory now. Let's see. Oh, nice. We do one last run of the chords. We let that echo out and kind of like going off a ramp, and we let the sound dissipate, and there you go. Man, well, that was lovely. That was lovely. There you go. That was Promises by Kabuki, featured in Geometry Dash is my understanding. What a lovely piece of music. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here musically. So, if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, if we somehow hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube before Christmas 2025, which is a real possibility, by the way, it's actually viable, blows my mind. So thank you once again, everybody, for being here. I do not take this for granted. I am grateful every single day that I get to do this at all and that y'all even like it. Thank you. So if we somehow hit the 10,000 mark, I will take a single fan fiction of the choice of the community, whatever you all want, and I will fully produce, record, and voice act an audiobook for it. However, this has to be achieved through legitimate and honest means only. No account duping, no botting, no buying followers, nothing like that. No rat behavior. Go share the videos with your friends, with your families, with your family's friends, with your friends' families. Those are two very distinct concepts, by the way. Go bring me more artists to collaborate with, Barry. Do not harass anyone. Do not spam anyone. Do not be a rat. Use the hype function on YouTube. I don't know how it works, but we have a group on the Discord that does, so go check it out. Link down below. Members get early access to the content if you're a paid member. So I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you're a paid member, you get access to the videos for the week when I schedule them on Saturday, regardless of your tier. Yes, Barry. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3.5 seconds, I will be linking it in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, go to the Discord link down below, go to the LFA requests channel, and follow the instructions on the pinned message. And if you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. If you're not in Europe, no worries. We still have the full streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in the Discord and the Twitch channels, both linked in the description down below. So, if you live in Sal si puedes, Mayo O'Higgins, Chile, which Sal si puedes means leave if you can, and you're like, but what time is 6 p.m. in Hungary? I don't live there. What are you talking about? Don't worry. Just go to the Discord or the Twitch. They both have the streaming schedule showing in your local time zone. And follow the gaming channel. We have a gaming channel because, of course, I have a gaming channel. I'm on YouTube. What else could I possibly have? Games are Bastard. That's where I put the recordings of the gaming after shows when they happen. We stream them on the main channel, on the after shows, and then the recordings go onto the second gaming channel for reasons. So, link down below, or just search on YouTube. Same username as James R. Bastard. Just swap the J for a G, and you got it. And yeah, there you go. Promises by Kabuki. What a lovely, that was lovely. That was very, very wholesome, lovely, very, makes you feel warm and fuzzy in your tum-tum kind of thing. Really good stuff, but yeah, let's move on.